Hey guys, Joseph James back again. Let's talk about one of our proprietary indicators called the swing indicator. Now, of course, this is available to only our advanced members, right? They own the code, they own the indicator themselves. And the swing indicator is very simple. It identifies both swing highs and swing low levels in the markets we trade. In other words, it identifies important levels of support and resistance, and it does so automatically for you, so no heavy lifting needs to be done by the trader. We use this indicator, the swing indicator, on our fast time frame to see patterns and execute with precision. Okay, so I'm going to use the swing indicator on my faster time frame, whereas most of the other indicators will be used on other time frames. But the swing indicator on the fast time frame, so I can see price patterns, and of course I can execute with precision. Now I'm going to watch the swing indicator around major levels of support and resistance. So we watch this closely around those red lines that are made on my auto levels indicator. And of course each entry setup uses this indicator differently. Let's look at what it looks like first of all on your charts. In the trade room, you'll see these swing indicators in light blue, right? These horizontal light blue lines. And as you can see, it marks the swing highs and the swing lows. Let's look at some of the different uses of it. As you know, we trade three patterns in our trade room: the wave, the breaker, and the two-step. Now for the wave pattern, the trigger line, right, that thin yellow line, the trigger line must be above for a long trade or below for a short trade that most recent swing high. So of course it has to be above that swing indicator. So in the wave setup, we use the swing indicator to make sure the trigger line is above it for a long trade or below it for a short trade. Now for the breaker pattern, it's a little bit easier. We use the swing indicator to identify the level of entry. So for a breaker setup long, I'm going to be looking to get above a swing high. For a breaker setup short, I'm going to look to get below a swing low, and of course those swing highs and swing lows are added on your charts automatically and very easy to spot with your swing indicator. On your two-step, it's a little bit the same, very much the same as a breaker. On a two-step, of course, two-step is a counter trend trade. We're looking for that swing low to identify the entry for a short trade, or the swing high to identify an entry for a long trade. So the only real issue is the wave pattern. The wave setup, we've got to make sure we get our trigger line above that swing indicator. For the breaker and the two-step, the swing indicator marks my level of entry. Let's take a look at some of these as they appear in some of the examples we see in the market. Now for the wave setup, remember, light blue, right? Light blue lines, that's what my swing indicator is going to find for me. Swing highs and swing lows. For a wave setup, as we said, we've got to wait to get above that swing high and then wait to get my trigger line above that swing high. So you can see in the wave setup here, the swing indicator is very important to let us know where we have to get above. All right, now how about our breaker setup? On our breaker, as we told you guys before, a swing high, a break of that swing high going with the trend, that's our point of entry. So we use the swing indicator with the break of the swing high, and again, it marks this for us automatically. Now, this could, of course, be taken to the opposite side. It would be a swing low for a breaker short. This example, though, for a breaker long. And, of course, last but not least, you've got your two-step. Now, a two-step is a counter trend trade, which means we're going to watch this price with the short-term trend being up. We're going to watch price break above this red line, make the swing high, also make a swing low, and then break below that swing low going against my short-term trend. So against a short-term trend, breaks against that swing low, that's our point of entry. And again, the swing indicator will automatically mark those blue lines, the swing high and swing low, so you know exactly where your point of entry will be. Let's recap. On the swing indicator, again, advanced members only, and you own the code. It identifies swing highs and swing low levels, ultimately very important levels of support and resistance. We use this indicator on our fast time frame charts to see patterns and execute with precision. And we watch this indicator very closely around those major levels of support and resistance, right? Those red lines. We watch them very closely around there because that's what we're going to use them most often. And each different entry technique uses this indicator slightly differently. All right, guys, as always, hope it helps. Join me tomorrow morning live trade room, and we'll go over how to use this swing indicator live in real time. We'll see you next time.